Roger! Roger!
Hey, Miss Lady Bitch, over here. Take it off. Oh, hold on a second. Gotta take this. Yo.
Raj!
Hey.
You're not here.
I know I'm not at the store, dude. Duh. That's why I answered the phone.
Why are you not here, Raj?
Something came up. I'm a little busy. I'll be there when I'm there.
Why is it so loud there?
Don't worry about why it's so fucking loud here. Just shut the fuck up. You run the store.
When you gonna be here?
I'll be in by like noon tops. All right. Peace. Yeah.
Hello? 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 Have the courage to speak to me. Hello? I'm having a good time. Not.
Dude, I thought I told you to run the fucking store. What are you doing? What if someone came in? They could have stole a copy of Top Gun. Oh, hello, internet fans. And welcome to 3B Video. I'm your host, Rotten Roger DeMarco. And today, we're going to be talking about Jay Lee's 2008 film, Zombie Strippers. Oh yeah, baby! For those of you who are unfamiliar with this film, here is your plot synopsis. A zombie epidemic spreads into a strip club in Nebraska. There's a little bit more to it than that, and we'll get into that in a minute. But before we get into my overall thoughts of the film, first, let's take a look at
Rogers! Splatter facts.
We have 24 dead bodies, plus one research facility full of dead bodies, and a bunch of off-screen strip club patrons. We have 8 titties and 1 bush. We have Vice President Schwarzenegger, fly knifing, gratuitous head explosions, random Tito Ortiz, catty stripper talk, monster product placement, zombie strip tease, penis eating, Lysol spraying, zombie stripper showdown, pussy ping pong poppin', pussy pool ball poppin', and an obligatory gearing up montage. The methods of death include but are not limited to gunshot, zombied, chomped, devoured. It's a lot like chomping. It's just a lot more eating. And Pez dispensered. Okay, so now on to my overall thoughts of this film, guys. To me, this is just a prime example of low-budget run-and-gun filmmaking made in something like 18 days on a shoestring budget, just hammering out a film. And it's a silly film that you don't have to think very hard about. I didn't even mean to do that. I mean, seriously, it's a zombie film isolated to a strip club where Jenna, Jameson, and a bunch of other attractive ladies get turned into zombies and get drunk off of zombie power, so they want to eat everybody, I guess. There is a little bit more going on under the hood with this film, which I know last week I covered Snowpiercer and I said they beat you over the head with social commentary, and I cannot believe that the sentence I'm about to say is going to come out of my mouth. Zombie Strippers handles social commentary and political satire better than Snowpiercer. That's a real thing. That's a thing I said. And you can take that to the bank. The blood bank, Senator. Steven Seagal reference, deep cut. This movie totally has a Return of the Living Dead Part 3 vibe, where you have the military sort of harnessing this drug so that they can create zombies and use them as super soldiers that when they're done with them, they can just store them until the next war. I mean, it's almost exactly Return of the Living Dead Part 3, except this movie has way more titties. This really is absolutely ridiculous in all of the best ways possible. I mean, the guy who is bitten and brings the zombie epidemic to the strip club, his last name is Bird Flu. Not real subtle with that one. And the one really, really great thing about this film is that it gives Robert Englund an opportunity to kind of not be Freddy Krueger. I know that I talked about that when I did my Mangler review, which you can see in one of these corners, but anytime you get to cut Robert Englund loose and let him sort of ad-lib and let him be this very funny guy that he really is, that's a good thing. He runs this strip club, but he's kind of disgusted by the ladies. He's always spraying Lysol at them and just kind of like, I don't want your herpes, I don't want your herpes. One of the observations that I made while recently watching this film is that this strip club audience has got to be like the most chill audience ever. They literally witness a guy murder a stripper and none of them run out in panic. They just sit and wait for the next dance. That's pretty ballsy. I mean, I know this is an underground strip club that doesn't run by the conventional laws of the strip clubs, whatever those may be. You gotta be a hardcore motherfucker to witness a murder and be like, nah. Let's see who's next. I've got like $7 left. One thing that they never explain about this movie is in the basement of the strip club, there's a bunch of jail cells. They never touch on why those are there, they're just there. Maybe it's because Robert Englund is involved in some form of organized crime or something like that. Maybe they put people who don't pay their tabs down there. Don't know, but it's a very weird thing to have in a strip club, which conveniently works for the plot when they need to store all of the patrons who've been bitten and are turning into zombies because they don't want the negative press or they don't want police coming to their strip club. It's that much of an illegal business that they don't want anyone knowing what they're doing or what they have going on. Another really great thing about this film is, surprisingly, the effects are top notch. When you look at the slow rotting process that all of the girls start to have, they start out with a little bit of dark eyeliner and then their skin starts to get this real like leathery, frail look, like it would just tear if you brushed up against them. And then they just progressively get nastier and nastier. It's unlike any zombie film that I've ever seen before because they really show this progression of the decomposition. For a movie called Zombie Strippers, this is not bad at all, guys. I think that this is the epitome of an after dark popcorn movie, and there are distinctions. An after dark popcorn movie is a movie that is filled to the brim with nudity. A popcorn movie is a horror movie that you can watch any time of day. Because in my personal opinion, this movie is 100% popcorn as fuck. Because this is just a zombie film with a little bit of political satire that you can't take it too seriously, but if you're in the mood to watch naked porn stars chew up people, this is the one for you. If you want to watch Robert Englund be a silly strip club owner and there's a bunch of really funny dialogue, and you want some gore, yeah, it's really silly. And I'm aware that out there in the real world, people would see a movie called Zombie Strippers, and they'd get a cheap chuckle out of it, and then they would just walk right past it, not give it the time of day. Because of the title, because of the cast, you see Jenna Jameson in Zombie Strippers, and you think, well, that's probably borderline porn, right? Like, I'll look like a fucking weirdo if I rent this movie. And that's probably why this film got passed up so much. But in here, in 3B video, this B movie is the movie. I suppose I should probably get going because, after all, there's a lot of movies out there. Somebody's got to watch them, so why not me, right? Plus, I got to get all this fucking glitter off me. God, worse than herpes. All right. Damn it. I don't know if I can say these two things.
I don't even know what you're gonna say.
It's tough. Pussy ping pong poppin'.